back to the channel. It's Delaney with DeathandCandy 27. Today we're going to be doing this 2020 New Year's Eve look and talking about some of my makeup goals for the year of 2020 and some of the changes that I'll be making and some sneak peek videos that will be coming to you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the application.
Tell me what to do. Show me how to feel.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry, I have like so many knots back here. This is what happens when you sleep on your hair and you don't do shit to it when you get up, okay? Just put it up in a ponytail and call it a day. That's what I should have done. This is the final video of 2019, guys. Oh my god. I've only been doing this channel since July? Maybe June. Either way, I've only been doing it for a short time and it feels like it's been a year, but it definitely hasn't been. I think doing just the 4 to 5 videos a month is really like my zone, man. So let's just go ahead and get into this final look for 2019 to bring in 2020. And we're gonna talk about some of my goals and like my New Year's resolutions for makeup in general, because I'm not that kind of person that does New Year's resolutions for my personal life, because I'm perfect already. I've already done everything up into eyeshadow. I did a really nice like rainbow ombre of highlight, but you cannot see it in the viewfinder and I am so sad. I'm gonna find some way to get it on. Like you could see it kind of, but like we're gonna be jumping into an old guy, like the JAWBREAKER. How long has it been since you've seen anyone use this? A while. Oh my god. Okay, guys, look at the highlight. Is there. Anyways, I had it there for a second. But if you're wondering what the highlight is, it is from TERRA. I used 4 shades to make this like rainbow ombre kind of like blend. But yes, essentially it's TERRA Chameleon pigments. Go check them out. They are expensive, but so good. But yeah, so anyways, about the eyeshadow palette. We're using the JAWBREAKER palette from JEFFREE Star. Oh my god, like look how much I've hit pan. The answer is none. But we're going to use it to make a rainbow look today because 2019 has been the look of rainbows, guys. Like, if you haven't bought a rainbow palette at this point and you're into makeup, like, who are you? You can't avoid buying one, honestly. Whether it's about the brand that you like or it's about the palette colors that you like, you do not own a rainbow palette at this point. Even drugstore, even if you don't buy crazy stuff at the drugstore, like you have to have one by now. While I'm also doing my makeup, we're gonna be talking about my goals for 2020. So first we need to prime the eyes. I'm gonna be using the Mirabella Beauty eyeshadow primer. And while I'm doing this, let's talk about my first like goal for my makeup life outside of real life. So moving into 2020, and you may have seen me hint this at videos for a while now, but I'm going to be going completely cruelty-free on my products. So that takes out quite a few opportunities from some more mainstream brands. And I'm not necessarily going with like the parent company has to be cruelty-free as long as the brand is cruelty-free. So for example, Too Faced owned by Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder is not cruelty-free, but Too Faced is. So just as one of those examples, no animal should have to suffer just because we want to beautify our skin and wear purple eyeshadow on my eye, okay? Like no animal should have to suffer to do that. I had already kind of picked through my collection to do some declutters in general. Surprisingly enough, like it's brands that I don't really use a whole lot anyways. I only have a few products from them. Everything else for the majority of my collection is cruelty-free. The one brand I was like the most surprised with was Benefit Cosmetics, because I feel like at this point you could afford to be cruelty-free. I mean, when you make brow products, like why would you need that? But the only thing that was really disappointing about them was my face palettes, because those were 1, expensive, but 2, super huge, and honestly like I have barely like made any dent into them, so I'm probably gonna give those away to someone that may be able to use them, like a close friend. The other brand that was most disappointing was the Sephora like in-house brand. I use their lip stains, which you guys have seen me use here and there. I don't use them so much anymore, so like, you know, they're kind of older. I need to get rid of them anyway. So those I'll be just throwing away. Those and like their eyeliners. They had really interesting like eyeliner colors that were like deep and murky. So I got rid of about half of my drawer of darker eyeliners that aren't colors. So that was kind of unfortunate, but otherwise, honestly, like everything else, just Maybelline, L'Oreal, Rimmel, a lot of those like drugstore brands, a lot of those I had to get rid of. So that'll be interesting for my 2020 bingos that I do with Chip, my drugstore bingos, because that's going to take a lot of brands out of the, you know, count. I did retain my Wet n Wild products because I feel that I'm not buying the products in China, so I'm not having to be subjected to animal testing or anything there. For some people, cruelty-free branding is yes or no. So like you can't do it at any time of the process. As long as something doesn't get pulled from the Chinese shelves, from what it's been explained to me, as long as the product doesn't cause a health concern with a Chinese citizen, then they will not have to be subject to animal testing. It's only during that part, so they don't have to do pre-production animal testing. It's only if an issue arises, but that could leave them subject to animal testing at any time. So that's just something to be concerned with. If you want to keep it a black and white kind of thing with animal testing and being cruelty-free, then you don't want to support Wet n Wild or other brands that follow similar policies like that, where they sell in China but they're not manufactured in China. That's one of my main goals. So that's already kind of being implemented, and then I will just not continue to buy any cruelty products. Only other thing that was really hard to kind of get rid of was mink lashes. That's pretty much 99% of brands out there. That's what they sell is mink. So I had bought like a lot of really beautiful ones from like Sticker Dolls. Even though Sticker Doll says that they're cruelty free, I just don't feel like housing mink lashes makes you cruelty free, because even if they're done in a cruelty free way, it's still like the animal cruelty is still there, even if you're claiming that it's cruelty free. I'm gonna go ahead and start jumping in my eyelid before my eyeshadow primer dries. So we're gonna jump into the shade Bubblegum first. Nice pink pastel bubblegum flavor, obviously, and we're gonna take the Morphe Emma 330. We're gonna start working this in the crease. As you can see today, I don't have any eyebrows on because we're gonna be blending to the gods very high up. That's my biggest thing to implement. I did take quite a big like loss in my lashes. I've lost about half of them. My goal is to be done with them by February. I should be able to get enough wear out of the majority of them and I can start phasing them out. We're gonna jump into Gumdrop next. Same brush. I'm gonna probably use the same brush all the way through. So next topic, in general, moving forward into 2020, I'm gonna be kind of on a low buy. I have spent so much money this year on makeup, and I'll tell you guys here in a second like how much I've spent this year in makeup. The number doesn't necessarily surprise me because I did buy a bunch of stuff this year. But what more so surprised me is just how many things I was buying every month. Like it was so much. Just like the dollar amount is what was scary, not the fact that I got like that much product, because like I know I got that much product. I ended up spending a retail value amount of over $5,500.
And
Wow.
Now, what I actually spent after like discounts and sales and stuff, and even with calculating and shipping, it was around $4,300. So I did save like, you know, a significant dollar amount. It's like $800 is a lot. However, it's still $4,300. I'm jumping into brain freeze next. So basically moving into 2020, I'm going to be on like a low buy, other than, because we're coming with some stipulations, and this will tie into one of my other like goals for 2020. Unless it's a specific product, like for example, if there is a Jeffree Star palette coming out, I'll probably buy that just because like I like collecting his palettes. I don't have all of them, but normally the last few releases I've been very interested in. So like special occasion makeup like that, big launches, stuff that I'm really interested in, I will make the choice to buy those. But otherwise, I'm going to be on a low buy, other than purchasing from my affiliate brands so I can continue to showcase new products from them. This pastel eye is beautiful. Oh my god. Jumping in with Sour on the other side here. Same brush, inner corner. One of my other goals in 2020 is to try 2 different makeup brands each month. Like at least one, but I want to shoot for 2. And the reason for that being is when I was looking at all of my purchase for the year, like Terra Moons, for example, I went back on 4 different occasions and bought from them. And I love every single product that I got. But in turn, purchasing from them 4 times made me unable to be able to try another brand that I want to get into and experience. Not saying anything bad about Terra Moons. I love Terra Moons products. The owner is so sweet. However, if I want to be able to continue to try stuff and build relationships with other brands and bring more content to you guys, because indie brands are like not a real thing in real life. Like a lot of people do not buy from indie brands. Whenever I have people ask me like what I'm wearing, it's 9 times out of 10 it's an indie brand, and I'm just like, oh, it's like this website online, and you know, like people don't really talk about them much, especially like my lipsticks, because I wear a lot of different like color lipsticks. People are always asking like where I'm buying those from, and even if it's like a green, and people who are always like wearing a nude, they're asking me, I'm like, oh, it's Baby Bat Beauty or it's BUBBLEGUM. Like it's a lot of different brands. I'm gonna go in with Wow. I hope this yellow comes out, man. Like it just So running out of room. Let's go ahead and get this orange done. I'm gonna jump into Suck. So basically the stipulation is gonna be low buy, other than special occasion makeup, affiliate purchases, or trying the two new brands. I was gonna put a red on this outside corner, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I kind of want it to look like messy and kind of like it just like that. That orange kind of gives off like a red vibe. So another thing that I want to continue to do is like on my Instagram, try to do like more out of the box looks. And not by out of the box do I mean like doing stuff that I put on my videos, because I try to save like my more like avant-garde looks for my videos. So like this one, for example, I wouldn't do a full blended out rainbow to go to work on a Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? But maybe I need to use more glitter, or maybe I need to do more graphic line, stuff like that. Like more outside of my regular everyday look. Like that's what I want to do more of. Taking some of the Moon Doll eyebrow liner from Distinction, and we're gonna be carving out a big 2020 on the lid, because why not? To do that, I'm gonna take an angle brush first, and we'll see how that works, but hopefully I can get this done. And this is Bodyography Pro Angle Liner. I'm just gonna dip in here and just get this nice and coated. And I'm gonna go 2020. I wanna do like more outside of my everyday kind of like look. I wanna do more than just slap it on some color. Like maybe I need to do an extra couple steps or something. I think shaving the eyebrows off was definitely a good choice for me, and I don't think I'm gonna go back to eyebrows anytime soon. LOL. Drawing a 2 on your eye is hard, man. It's hard. Another thing that I'm going to be doing for like my content on Instagram, and also maybe on an occasional video or so, is going to be makeup challenges. So for example, like when I got this Jawbreaker palette, I used every single shade in a challenge, and it took me, I think I did it for 10 days. That was so fun. Being able to know that I used every single shade and there wasn't a shade that I haven't done, because sometimes when we buy a palette, we're thinking about specific colors in a palette that we love, right? For example, the Killer Purr palette from Menagerie. There's some shades in there that I really love, like the nice khaki greens and the yellows and the tans, but do I love that light yellow in there? Fuck no, I don't. This Zero, man, it had a hard life. Don't worry, I know that you guys are probably dying from the lack of like artistic skill, but I promise I'm gonna go ahead and clean these up. So y'all let me know down in the comments if there's a brand or a makeup palette or something that you want me to do a little challenge, or you know, a 5-day challenge, 10, 20, 15, I don't care. I don't care how many days it is. The craftsmanship of this number 2 though. So those are all my goals for like makeup and stuff. I do want to be more engaged on my social media, like reposting people to my stories, or just, you know, going and supporting them, putting more than like, I love this look, this is beautiful. Like I want to do comments that like actually show that I care for people that I want to have personal relationships with, and even like new people that I'm just now following, or people that like inspire me. Really make it a community versus just like I go and like your stuff and you go and like my stuff and that's it. I'm going to try to take like a liquid lipstick and outline this and make it not so shitty. But y'all tell me down below like what some of your goals are for 2020, whether it's makeup or real life. Like I don't care what it is, you tell me what it is. Like we could be close, we could be friends. I thought I may have some trouble, so I did grab a liquid lipstick. This is from Baby Bat. This is in Purity. You've seen me use this a couple of times, so I'm gonna try to use it. I'm gonna try first with the Morphe E38, this bit angle brush. Okay, so the 2020 is done. However, we're not done yet, because of course we need to top this with some glitter, y'all. What I am gonna be using to apply glitter is these little guys. So how long has it been since you've seen one of these?
Never been touched.
We're actually going to be using some glitter from Smoller Cosmetics. They have not been very active on their Instagram here lately, and I couldn't get to their website because it's down, but we'll see when they come back. But their stuff is beautiful. I use their Smolder Potion all the time, but this is a nice holographic glitter. This is in the shade Disco. It's one of their radiant glitters. And we're just going to be using some lash glue. I had gotten this as a little additional gift from Oh My Fucking God Cosmetics. Sorry if you guys don't get the best angle in this, because I'm really just trying not to get like lash glue and glitter all in my eye. Going well so far. There's a little bit of glitter there. You could use a glitter primer if you wanted. You don't have to use a lash glue. So you guys can see a little bit of the glitter there. Not like the most precise, but again, we want a messy look, okay? I'm going to be doing a few declutter videos at the beginning of January to February. For example, one of the things I'm getting rid of, but like I've never had a problem with, are my Urban Decay palettes. Like most of them, keeping like I think one of the 3 I have, because I don't reach for them, and I feel like people, they're just not using them anymore versus like before. Like people always were picking up their Naked Smoky or something. Like they were always using it. Like even with their honey palette that they came out with, like everyone was mostly bashing it and like no one was really using it. We're gonna do some more of the Moondot on the bottom waterline, and then for the top waterline we're gonna be using some black liner. Take the Morphe Emma 432 and just get that Moondot on this lower waterline. I'm gonna be using an Urban Decay liner to do the top line. This is their Glide On Eye Pencil in the shaper version, the 24/7s, and we're just using that to just blend in this top here a little. Mascara, lashes, lip. Mascara, we're gonna just be using the Tarte Maneater. You guys know, tried and true. For lashes, we're gonna be using some more from Sticker Dolls. So this is the Style Fluffy Cinderella. They're pretty nice. They have those little spaces there at the beginning of the band, but then they go out to be really long and curled. So yeah. And then lip, we're gonna be using some from Baby Bad Beauty. This is in the shade Ascension, and it's just a nice chalky gray because you have enough rainbow on the eye. And I'll be right back and jump into close-ups, so I'll see you on there. Okay guys, well those are the close-ups. This was a fun look to do, like get some glitter, put it everywhere, do some pastel blowout looks, like can't be disappointed with that. I know that unfortunately the Terra Moons, they're not really coming through a whole lot unless I cover some of my light. So again, I'm gonna try to do my best on the glamour shot to really get that together so you guys can appreciate it. Sorry, I'm not like a booty guru or anything. I hope you enjoyed watching me so far this year. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and follow me on my social media. It's all DeathandCandy27. I appreciate you guys staying with me throughout the whole year and just supporting me. And honestly, let's take 2020 by the horns and just fuck it up, man. Let's just keep doing us. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.